Hey everyone, you're here with Mark Boutwell at perfectgardens.com. Still hanging out, doing the whole Corona stay-at-home thing. I hope everyone has got their seeds in the ground in some level or started planting indoors, whether it's just their vegetative growth or even their cannabis seeds. I truly do think that cannabis farmers and growers are the future farmers of tomorrow. And the reason why is when I really take time to think about who's gardening and who's really making an active effort to improve their skills from just a basic gardening experience to actual some level of production, it's the cannabis growers right now, or the hemp farmers. Roughly 2% of the population basically grows about 90% of the food for the rest of the world, and I'm talking about large corporations and who's in charge of those corporations. So when I think about their age being 55 to 65, I think about it as them being just one heart attack away from dying. And when they die, what happens to those large corporations, that wealth, that knowledge of how to grow your food in not just in the back of your house, but in a large scale production matter. So I really do encourage any cannabis farmer out there, if you're not growing food this year, put a small portion aside or just get out there and start growing some food. Use your skills for putting things into your body that will nourish your body and your family, as well as raise your consciousness by growing your herbs. So today, we actually had a really great question on one of our videos from Sean Baker. Originally, I produced a video called How You Can Increase Your Yield 400% Panda Film. I was originally shot that film over at DL Wholesale, one of my vendors, and we're talking about their product, Panda Film, which they actually carry. If you haven't checked out the video, check it out. I'll make sure to include the link down below, but it talks about all the different sizes around Panda Film of how to make what I'm right about to describe possible. So go ahead and stay tuned. Please give us a thumbs up. And Sean Baker, please shoot me an email at mark@perfectgardens.com so I can hook you up with the discount on your next purchase. Okay, so let's get into this. Also, Sean Baker, please check out the rest of these videos right here, talking about the sensitivity of light and how to measure your light, because it will help with understanding this video as well. Okay, so Sean Baker's question was, but can you show us how to do it specifically? So that's what I'm going to do. First step, what you're going to want to do is either go to the first website I described to you guys where you could do this, or this one, timeanddates.com. This one I actually like as well because it is a little more user-friendly than the other one I used to use. You can actually look up past temperatures and humidities, which is incredibly important, just by simply just coming over here to weather, going to past weather. You can do the past 2 weeks, or you can look even all the way back to 2009. And I actually do this occasionally when I'm getting set up in a new area. Wherever I'm helping a new client wants to scale up their operations and they don't really know where to start off, or they're relocating or whatever's happening or looking for a location, I actually come here and I review the temperature and humidity of what it was like for the last prior few years, especially if we are right about to make a large multi-million-dollar purchase on property or greenhouses or any of those things. So I'm letting you know this is the first step. I come over here and I actually check what the temperature is going to be like for you. It just might be the back of your house or whatever it is. So it doesn't matter. Just come here. You still want to have some idea of what you're going to have to battle, because remember, this is about how to increase your yield 400% with Panda paper. You're going to get an idea of what your temperatures are going to be like throughout the upcoming year, and by doing that is going back in the past and looking at what the temperatures were, not just by 1 year. You're going to want to do at least 3 years. You want to create a trend line. So 2 data points is just a straight line, but a third data point creates a trend line. So by reviewing the last prior 3 years, you're going to get a pretty good idea of what your temperature, and get the average, you're going to get a pretty good idea of what your temperature is going to be like throughout the whole year for the following year. And then by that point, you'll be able to you'll know what you'll need to do to create the right environment to make sure your plants create the highest ROI or yield.